Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a new Let's Play here on Video Games Ho. My name is Hayes Manticore, and today we are starting our playthrough of This Is the Police. A game that struck my eye a while back, but wanted to play it, and now I will. So let's go. New game. Day 1. July 15th, Monday. Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. Mark War 2 to be shown in Freiburg today, the day before a worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Okay. Let's go to work. Start my jalopy and let's go to work, shall we?
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution.
You and me both, buddy.
To get away from all the demons that haunt Freiburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say.
Solid advice.
They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Gonna need some Demoxenil here.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell.
I can't take it anymore.
Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Seems like a pretty relaxed
I learned
atmosphere.
a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Alright. Oh. Good morning! Do I pick this? Oh, I do. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? I can't wait to see how I fuck this game up. If I get a bad ending, that's what's gonna happen to me. I've been expecting this bullshit. What's the difference? The mayor discussed with me. Surprise. Surprise. I thought I'd be working as a policeman for another 5 to 10 years. I just want to serve the city. I was very surprised, of course. Do you already know the name of your successor? Who cares? I think it'll be a department villain. I think it's a new man. A department villain? What the hell does that word mean? Come on. I think it'll be a department veteran. It'll most likely be one of my current employees. At least I hope so. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? I'd be happy. Perhaps. Sounds possible. If he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. That was a bad response. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Bullshit, I don't know. If it helps the police, no comment. No comment. Usually I prefer to answer all your questions, but in this situation, I've got to say no comment. Think your personal relationship with the mayor could have been the reason behind your retirement? My personal relationship with the mayor? God, I'm being all wishy-washy, and I should just be more, like, straightforward with what I say. Definitely. Of course it's the reason. Personal relationships are always important no matter what anyone says. Thank you. Alright. Well, I can't wait to see how the media bends that.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
A nice little office here. Oh, pills. Cool. Pills here. I smoke a stogie.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell.
Unlucky.
White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark.
Maybe I should have been calling this dude an
Mayor
asshole.
Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Time to become the smoking
Soon
bandit.
enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any scheme.
Whatever you say, Mendoza.
Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
Stole my cigar.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
No. I gotta make help for this guy. Jesus, my voice just destroyed itself. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
I would, but I have a prostitute. Checkpoint, day 2. Only assholes join the mafia. Next police chief still unknown. Cleanliness of streets increased by 20%. Okay. I realize this is probably going to be a pretty quiet Let's Play, because it seems very story and dialogue heavy, so I'll try to be quiet for all relevant
Cops don't
cutscenes.
use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners.
That's weird.
Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
Sounds like my high school lunch.
The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. It could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
It's exactly like my high school lunch hour.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered.
Rip Kendrick Lamar.
I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Officer Orville Redenbacher. Would you like to receive tips on how the games work? I'm a 60-year-old police chief a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. Yeah, show me what you got. I need tutorials. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the efficiency level of your policemen. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable. While those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch, an individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this game up hard. Energy shows how tired they are. Less energy people have, less reliable to work, and a policeman who's exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each day of working and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. If they come in and start slurring and throwing bottles, that means they're drunk secretly. Kochi, Yancey, Purdy, Subaki, Asano, Austin, Price, Mole, DeBrito, and Armstrong. Let me see if can I learn anything about my dudes, or is this just all I need to know? I guess I can start today. I don't really think I have to faff with anything. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it takes your officers to travel back and forth, so the longer people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Makes sense. Hit and run. Everyday mall. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units are allowed to send to the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. Number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns out into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. So an everyday hit and run. Married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through the trash. Driver jumped out to help, but once he saw he'd hit a bum, he got back into the van and quickly drove away. Calling the SWAT on this one. Doesn't seem that. I think I could just throw price on it and it'll be alright. And I'll send Austin too. I just want to be safe with this. I can't wait to see how I'm gonna fuck this up. It's gonna be glorious. Last Picture Show Theater fight. Last Picture Show Theater. A theater manager reports during showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater, carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. What the fuck? When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater's security guard. Tsubaki, you get on that one. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Classical music. Uh-oh. Hit and run report? Do I have to read through the report? When everything goes well, the police capture criminals and nobody dies. The truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape, just to try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor, even more than living ones. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Oh, well, I'm already messing everything up. Alright, let's see what happened here. Offender caught, officer unharmed. So, Jesus! No. Damn it, this is day one and I'm fucking everything up. Armed robbery in the suburbs. 2 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with a whole collection of adult movies. Criminals fled in a car, the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Alright, I want my best on that one, some of my good ones. Fight? Johnson, a law firm. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to the lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. Yancey, you get on that one. Alright, Tsubaki's back on detail. An assault in the ghetto. Passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and money. Bunch of assholes. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Look at this. This risk factor. I need a better officer than Price on this one. I'm gonna send... I don't want to send all 3. I'll just send those 2 and hope the best. Armed robbery. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you to ask to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other things on your plate. Oh boy. Oh man, the vehicle in question is parked outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Knock on the door, open up police, turn on the siren loudspeaker, and shout that the house is surrounded. Sneak into the house through an open window. Oh boy. Okay, let's knock and open the door. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Alright. Alright. Went fine. We're all good here. No one's dead yet.
Flashback.
So, Jesus.
End of flashback.
Alright. Offender caught. Officer unharmed. Alright. Alright. We're doing better. We fucked up the first 2, but we're getting better at being a policeman. It's nighttime now. I'm sure there'll be dozens of crimes here. Just waiting for my semi-reliable officers to get back here. Tell me about the assault. How'd it go down? Damn it. Tsubaki's gonna be a terrible cop by the time I'm done with her, that's for sure. I guess I can end the day now? If you think you'll need a couple extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime, but if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. Alright, I think we're good here. I think we're good. I think we made it the first day, you know.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all.
Poor Kendrick.
Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because
Not
everybody
greedy.
wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Dun dun dun.
Sand.
It's coarse and rough, and it gets
Christopher
everywhere.
G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal.
We are rooted with the mafia,
Meanwhile,
then.
Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price.
Is that a stocking right there?
In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Harumph. Checkpoint. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Correctional Cinema Museum postponed again. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo. This is going to be the first part of This Is the Police. Really heavy, story-heavy game, so I'm probably not going to commentate much. Oh well. Anyway, as always, I'm Hades Manticore. Thanks so much for watching if you are. I hope you're going to enjoy this Let's Play as much as I will. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.